Well, hello there. This is John Anthony Francis Wilcox, and today is Saturday, the 31st of December, 2022. So, hello there, as we say goodbye to 2022. So, since we last talked, Christmas was nice. It was a very long day. I only had about 3.5 hours sleep, just couldn't sleep well, and a lot of family. I think all told, 14 members of my family came by. That was very nice. At one point, 11 of them were there at the same time. So kind of squeezed in. I think that was the most that were ever in this house at the same time. So that was interesting. The food I made came out fabuloso. So that's good. Um, this week has been an interesting week for me. Busy, and unexpectedly so. I had a conversation with a friend of mine during the week saying I wasn't going to be doing any more work on my website until next year, for progsheet.com. And then I woke up Friday morning and said to myself, you should do a thing of 26 essential King Crimson songs and do all the artwork for it. So I did that. And then this morning, I did 26 essential Yes songs, and I did all the artwork for that too. And they're both up. And if I think of it, I'll put links to both in the comments section for this. Um, and I'm very pleased with both. In fact, I have a third one that I'll wait till next year, especially since it's tomorrow. But probably during the week, I'm going to do another one on the Flower Kings. So that was a surprise. And had some nice conversations. I heard from a few friends for Christmas. I got a lot of emails and stuff. That was nice. A couple of nice gifts. Um, I have to really tout one of the things I got, my nephew Michael got me that I just love, is I got this 2 CD set of a new mastering of the Beatles' Revolver album that was fascinating reading about it. It was done by George Martin's son. And what he did for this, he couldn't have done before they did the Get Back special because they used this new AI technology that allowed them to isolate, like they could have a whole bunch of stuff going on in a room, and if someone's talking in the background, they could just find that one person talking and isolate it and eliminate everything else. And so, Martin's son was explaining, a lot of the stuff for Revolver, the band tracks were a single track with like bass drums and maybe rhythm guitar. And with this technology, he was able to go into that single track and isolate each instrument individually. So it's the same mix, and yet you can definitely feel the individuality of each instrument there. Even if it's sitting the same in the mix, it's the same, but it's not. It's a different thing. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Um, and then there's a whole second CD of alternate takes of all of those. For example, with Eleanor Rigby, there's just all the string quartet. And other things like Dr. Robert, it's a different, slightly different feel, especially And Your Bird Can Sing, one of my favorite songs. Um, some great stuff on there, and it also has what they did to that technology with Revolver. They also did with Paperback Writer and Rain, which were from around that same period anyway. So that was, I mean, I got a bunch of other stuff too, um, but that is one that pops out in my head. And it's great to see some people. It's always great to see Isabella and her friend Courtney. They're really swell. I saw my brother and sister and some nieces and uh, great nephews and stuff like that. So, and then I talked to my nephew Timmy and my nephew Pat. So that was nice. And that's that was most of the Christmas related stuff. Um, and I just got in today this new hat. I'm digging this new hat. So just so you know, I'm digging it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and on a serious note, just before I recorded this, I got a call from a friend who's going through some very deep depression. Something I understand very well because I've had a lifetime of it. And I was telling her, you just got to ride it. You just got to ride through. You would love to have a switch that turns off depression, but there isn't one. So you have to accept it and allow it, but understand that it will ebb. It's like a wave that crests and then eventually will head back towards a level of normalcy. And when that is, sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's a month. You don't know. Um, but you just have to go with it. It's tough, and you do your best. So I've got a lot on my mind that I don't know. It's not necessarily for this. I've had some really freaky dreams lately. That's been bizarrely entertaining. I will just say that one last night was about a devil cult um, that was coming into the world through cooked buckwheat noodles. Why? I don't know. I wonder if that's from I've been watching I watched this documentary stuff on this horrible cult called the Hillsong Churches out of Australia. I know Justin Bieber was like connected with it, um, and there's one here in Connecticut in Norwalk, but a lot of child abuse, a lot of fraud. Um, they have colleges as well, and it's a telling thing that if you join their college, you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Never a good thing. And creepy, kind of like Scientology level creepy. Hillsong. Anyway, we'll conclude on that odd note. I hope you're doing well. I tip my hat to you, and I hope you have a lovely day. I love you, and I will see you next year. Bye bye.